Yo, it's really nice, man.
I mean, One Piece has always been great, man. Always has some nice spreads. I like the color scheme.
Wait, Wesley's still here? Why does he do that? Oh, it's
It looks
live.
like
What
it's
the
like a
hell?
fish man.
How long has this
It's
been
like
live for?
it has
It's lit. Wesley's not here. It's so
Did you
live.
post this in the
Wesley,
Bruh.
why don't you make this
A1?
live
A1?
already?
You want me to post
That's
it?
uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, they say
I'm about to do it.
it's the 20th anniversary.
He does that a lot. Like you make conversation. He likes to capture shit and put shit live.
Hmm.
And they got the 20th on Frankie's
Like some people got
shoulders.
upset.
This is lit. Nami right by Luffy, pimping these hoes.
Wouldn't it be better for a channel for it to start like off, not like this?
So this is really good. I like that he went with a C thing because most of the time we don't really see that.
This is
And
really
that's
this is really awkward, Wesley, in the stream. What's wrong with you?
You gotta watch Wesley, man. He's very sneaky.
I'm gonna kick him from I'm gonna kick him from the hangout and see if it ends it.
but now I'll post it.
You can't kick him from a hangout, can you?
Yeah, I can. I'm doing it right now.
You can kick him from this hangout,
Yes,
even though he's the moderator.
yes.
That doesn't. What? Okay.
I'm doing it right now. See if it ends it.
I'm about to buy a bunch of
And he
shit.
posted a link to it.
Wait, to the new one or?
All right, so you guys
Nigga,
think
why'd you put this shit live?
because this is a live
Forever
discussion.
ago.
Seeing if you were paying attention. So you guys think the year Sanji was disappointing? We're gonna start with Andre.
The year of Sanji.
Yeah.
It really wasn't a year of Sanji, to be honest with you. Like the way you go about, like if you really say like the year of Sanji, I expect to see a lot of Sanji. You didn't see a lot of Sanji. It was just more the story focusing on like a rescue mission of Sanji. But this year was a good year. I thought it was better than last year. So it's a
Even though
good year for
we got like
What?
Zoe last year.
yeah. I think we got Zoe at the end of it, but that whole like getting out of Dressrosa was just like Dressrosa is such a drag on thing.
Okay. Kevin, was the year Sanji disappointing or not? Did it live
Amazing
up
year.
to your expectations?
Yeah,
In what ways?
because I didn't have any I didn't have like super high expectations. Like whenever I read something, I realize that if I set a bar for everything, it's not gonna be as enjoyable because the author may not trying to like. In your mind, you'll think, oh, it's a year of Sanji, so about a lot of hype ass shit's gonna happen. But in terms of hype, it's hype, but in a subtle way. It's not like Toriko level hype, where it's like, yo. But it's a writing hype that I think this year was very successful. Very successful. Great year.
What was the best moment of the arc and the most, for you personally, what was the most disappointing moment of the arc so far? Andre.
Mm.
Um, Most disappointing was the beginning of it, the whole seducing forest. For a lot of it was just Oda kind of dicking around, and the most hype part is probably just everything that had to do with the Vin Smokes and themselves, like all the flashback and just getting more characterization from them is probably the best part of the arc.
Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
Kevin.
I guess I just agree with Andre that the most disappointing art was the City of St. Woods overall. It wasn't bad, but I mean, it wasn't anything amazing. Um, the for me personally, it'd have to be Big Mom herself because her and Kaido were the two like we've never seen what the fuck they look like. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, so that was
Besides that,
that was the best part of the arc for you?
yeah, when I saw that, I think chapter 826 when she appeared all the way with the when she was singing the jolly music of killing and rampaging and raping all that shit. That was hype for me. Where the fuck?
What what do you think the Vince are gonna be like exclusive to this arc, or do you think they're gonna be like a major player from now on in the series?
Good question.
What is he asking?
Are the Vensmos going to be like a major player after this arc is over?
Hmm.
That's a good question. I think. Shit, that's damn. I'm a little stupid on that one.
What do you think, Kevin?
The Vin Smoke being major players. I think for the sake of the story, they have to get taken out now. So I don't think so. Because Big Mom is Yonko. And the only way I see Luffy beating her is later in the story. Like right now he can't beat her. Like it's very obvious. We know for a fact. Like people kept saying, "Oh my God, Luffy's gonna face Big Mom and he's gonna beat her. That's gonna be the end of the arc." Because that's normally what you would assume. But I think this arc, the Vince supposed to gonna be taken out by Sanji, and the real villain is probably like either Capone because I think he's out here pulling some strings, or there's somebody else behind the scenes. At least that's what I think. But yes, the Vince Stokes will not be a major player after this. I think they'll be done because they have too much of a Sanji. So either A, Sanji gets Millie rocked, or B, they get Millie rocked. I mean, I don't see it.
All right, do you think how do you think Luffy's gonna deal with Big Mom at the end of this arc? Then?
Are you asking yours, Andre?
Uh,
So, Andre,
I think one, they're going to come to some mutual understanding, or I think Oda's going to make a convenient way for them to kind of escape Big Mom, with her being very, very upset, which is going to lead into Zoe, her, following
You
them
mean
in Zoe.
one?
Yeah, I mean it's Tawano, her
Yeah,
following
one of
Tawano, and thus going to
Red
have a big,
Senzo.
maybe it lead to a big battle on that island.
but you do think Luffy's gonna? Do you think he's gonna fight Big Mom's like pretty soon? Or do you think it's gonna be like a time skip, or this arc is gonna just end with it being pushed off to the future? Who do you think the first Yonko Luffy fight is gonna be, and how do you think that's gonna happen?
Uh, I can. I'll say him and Big Mom will have a small exchange, maybe like a Conqueror's hockey moment. But other than that, I think it's not going to be like a big moment because he's not there to fight her. He said
Yeah.
he's not there to fight her.
Yeah, he didn't make that statement that he was not there to fight her multiple times. I don't think. I think actually, what in the concept of what you're saying like, are they gonna fight? Meaning like any sort of clash is acceptable. I'd have to say yes because that's just his personality. But I think what he meant by like he's not gonna fight her, he means that he knows he can't beat her. So their fight is not gonna be anything extended. It'll probably be like a couple of punches, exchange, some Conquerors hockey clashes. And what was your second question? Was
Um, who's the first Yonko who's gonna actually have to fight against?
hmm, who's the first Yonko? Hmm. That is a very interesting question. Because at this point, Blackbeard is kind of protected by plot armor. At least that's what I assume. The way he's been written in the story. He killed Luffy's brother. Unless, shonen cliches or whatever, he'll be the kind of end type villain. Shanks says that Luffy should never see him until he strong enough to give him that hat back. So that's not happening till the end. So it has to be either Kaido or Big Mom. And I'm gonna assume Big Mom in the future. Like when he gets strong enough, it'll probably be Big Mom. Yeah.
What do you think, Andre? Same thing.
Yeah, because I don't. Luffy he's not really concentrated on Kaido. His only connection to Kaido really is the fact that he helped Law. He spoke directly to Big Mom, say he's gonna whoop her ass. And given the fact that he's causing all these issues with her, I think Big Mom would probably be the first one he fights. Because I don't think Kaido's gonna be at Wano, in my opinion.
Where do you think he's at?
I think he's amassing whatever he was trying to amass in the beginning. Like, I still think he's still trying to create that army of zone-type little zones. Or he's still recruiting, if that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, but I don't think he's, because the last Kaido sighting we had was when he jumped on, not the last, the second to last before we found out that he captured Kid was when he jumped off that Lightning Raijin Island.
Mm-hmm.
He fell into Kid Alliance's area, whatever the fuck that was, and I'm assuming he brought back to Wano because you realize like how every single Yonko has like an area where people can't enter.
Mm-hmm.
Wano has closed borders, so I'm assuming that's his headquarters. And he just killed what's his face's dad.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mononosuke.
Mononosuke's dad. So I'm assuming he's still there.
When do you think we're gonna see more of a Weevil in the house?
Weevil?
Yeah.
I think he's going to be after Wano.
You want to see him in Wano?
Because
we've already
after.
gotten up. Okay. We've already gotten a Weeble sighting. Whoever's next that we have to see, because every time, like a new, how like every time there's a new important Navy or Army, I said Marine or Navy character introduced, it's gonna be like at a special island. So the next person we're probably gonna see is Admiral Greenbull. Probably he or she is in Wano.
Hoping it's
because we met. Remember, it could be any. I don't know, but we met Smoker, the first very important Navy person we met was Smoker in Alabasta, which was one of the biggest arcs. Then after that, we met who? Aokiji.
Yeah, Aokiji.
In Eni's lobby. Then we met Kizaru after that in Sabaody. Rosa. So Green Bull is up next. So Green Bull is the next sighting. And after that, we'll know. I think after that, we'll be fine. After that, it's Weevil time. We're going to see this nigga go ham.
Yeah, because he's looking for Luffy or Marco. I think. And no one's seen Marco since his loss to the Blackbeard, so he'll most likely run into Luffy.
Isn't Law and... Did Law and Zoro go looking for Marco?
No, they went to Wano.
Yeah, no, I think the Dukes, the Kings.
Yeah.
They went looking for Marco.
Did Robin go with him? Or did she go with Zoro?
I think the Straw Crew went to Wano. I think he had a few of his minks.
Okay. So
yeah,
that group's most likely to run into Weevil, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the rest of the white
I don't think Marco could be in Wano though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because unless he's hiding very well, but I mean, Kaido can get up to him and just melee rock him. Because,
He's hiding on an island we probably haven't seen before.
yeah. But I don't know what's gonna happen next week's chapter.
But
What if Oda's like, let me move out of, and let me take a dip in Wano a little bit and flex on these
you think
niggas.
so?
Hey,
I don't think he's gonna
I,
reveal anything until this one. Because there's so much going on still that he hasn't shown in a long time. Like the Jinbei stuff, the
yeah,
Peckham stuff. We
Jinbei
haven't
has to
seen
be
Capone
addressed.
since the very beginning of the arc.
Yeah,
Uh,
the two things that has to be addressed are Capone, Peckham's, and one. Well, technically, Capone might be dead. We
you
might have
think
to
so?
accept that.
Wait, you
I
think
don't
so?
know. He got thrown over a
Capone or
cliff,
you
nigga.
mean Peck?
Not
Oh, you
Capone.
mean Peckham?
Peckham.
I was like, what?
Peckham might be dead on bro. But somebody had a theory. They were like, "Yo, what if
He could be.
Reiju isn't within Capone's fortress?" Because you saw like the castle that she was standing in. It kind
Yeah.
of looked like. And I was like, "Yo, like that makes sense. That theory makes a lot of sense." Capone is making his move, bro. So Capone might be addressed next. I think Capone might get addressed. Peckham might just have been killed. Like
Yeah.
No,
on some shit.
I think Peckham's falling into that water was Oda showing that
Yeah.
the fishmen may save him.
Oh.
No, but he didn't fall in the water. There were jaggedy rocks down there.
Yeah, it was like a watery thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah. It was
waterfall,
like
but
a
I'm saying
cliff.
like there were jagged rocks. Yeah, there was jagged rocks down there. If the nigga fell down the wrong way, he
Um,
wouldn't be alive.
yeah, yeah. He's a devil fruit user, but I think the fishmen, if anything, will save Peckham's. I think Peckham's going to be the one to expose Capone, if anything.
My man.
Let me see again. But yeah,
Actually, let me retract one of my statements. I said that Oda might show Wano. He's not gonna show Wano. He's not gonna show Wano because
he
the
officially
arc itself,
said, yeah, the arc.
yeah, the arc doesn't start until like middle of next year. So like somewhere around May or June, including hiatuses, somewhere around May, June, July, we're gonna get a Wano chapter of sorts, like a hype ass Wano chapter. That's what I think.
I mean, he can show us a little snippet like he did during the Dressrosa arc.
Yeah, but he did it at the
Yeah, he
end.
did it at the end, so it
Yeah, he
made
did.
towards the end of certain stuff, like when everything kind of almost full circle.
So the thing
Yeah.
is, Capone may be making his move against what's it called? Capone is making his move against the Invincibles, not Big Mom, or maybe he's in a. I don't know, man. Like that's what's so interesting, man. He can go different ways because all the other important stuff has been addressed. Soul King's move, I mean, Brook making his move has already been addressed. Um, Luffy getting Millie rocked has been addressed. What else? Chopper and Carrot have been addressed. Everything else has been addressed except like three
Yeah.
things: Peckham's, Capone, and Jinbei. And they're going to be addressed next chapter. It's the last chapter of the year, so he's going to go all out.
Let's see.
And oh yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I want to say the way I think Luffy. I think one of your previous questions. I think Luffy's going to escape with them having all those beasts that Big Mom had captured released.
Oh, from the book?
Yeah, I think all those are going to get released. We want to see everything that she's captured, if anything.
I can see that. But alright then. We only have like 3 people. Might as well just do a short stream and end it here. Unless anybody else has Miguel. No, he can't talk. Well Miguel, can you talk? Alright, you can't. Do you have anything else to say, Kevin, Andre, before we end the stream?
Uh,
I don't know, man.
Expectations for the final chapter of the year.
I think it's going to be
What you want to see from Wano next year?
what I want to see for Wano.
Yeah.
I want to see.
And MVP of the whole arc so far. MVP of the year assignment.
MVP. To be honest, it's got to be Luffy. We seen him the most. Uh, he took out Cracker. He was able to took on her army. Even still, when he was able to call Sanji out with his BS. And when he was locked up, he still showed Big Mom like, I'm still not afraid of you. Like, I'm still gonna get out of here. So I got to give it to Luffy.
And what do you want to see from Wano?
What I want to see, I honestly I hope if this is part of world building, I just want to see like the actual world of Wano. I feel like a lot of people are saying that this is Zoro's arc. I don't really think so. I mean, I would have no problem if it is, but I'm really just wanting to see like the actual world of Wano, like what's keeping them from being an enclosed type of island, like separated from the world.
What about you, Kevin? Who's the MVP of the whole arc so far?
It's got to be I don't like choosing the obvious decisions because Luffy is the main character and it's easy to pick him. I like picking the side characters that have been lit. There've been a bunch. Randolph looking lit. Carrots been looking lit. You know what I'm saying? Her and Chopper on that double move. That way they flexed on Brule last week. Lit. That dude with the. But yeah, it's probably gotta be. I gotta pick a side character. I want to be different. But actually I'm gonna choose the Vince Smokes because I don't know. They're weird. They're like interesting. They're like interesting evil versions of Sanji, and we don't even know how to power scale any of them. They're probably the most interesting part of this arc because they're something we've always wanted to know. Like even though Big Mom is a Yonko, and you always want to know, oh, who is she? What is her power? What can she do and shit. Sanji's backstory, like his full backstory, is always something everybody always wanted to know. So the Vince Smokes are probably the MVP for me as a whole. They're all very different and they're all interesting. They all have their own agendas. But they're some pussy ass niggas. That's beside the point.
Yeah.
What was your second question, Wesley?
What do you want to see from Wano, the next arc?
I know Wano has the Sakura flowers because they showed Orange Junior and Ace when they were in Wano. When Whitebeard went to meet somebody. Whitebeard went to meet somebody in Wano, but yeah. And it looks like it's always cold over there, or maybe that was just a season. I don't know, but it looks interesting. I want to see the various swordmaster there because you have Kinemon, who's the master of Foxfire. So they're gonna be people who can challenge Zoro, and the most interesting aspect is probably gonna be someone who's gonna put Zoro in his place, most likely in Wano. I mean, yeah. But anything can happen, man. I know niggas gonna show up.
Oh,
I still want to. Go ahead.
I want to see the supernovas, all of them in Wano.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh, yeah. We really need to see Bonnie.
Yeah, it's been a while. Only time they was there, they've been all together since was it Sabodi? So I want to see them all in Wano in some way or form.
And something that I feel like that needs to be addressed next arc is remember when Blackbeard captured Bonnie?
Yeah.
And then they gave her to Akainu, who is clearly stronger than her. How the fuck did she get out? Like, did she get arrested? Did she get given us certain plot points that I want to know? Like, what the fuck happened? I don't know.
Some people believe
that might be addressed.
That she may have made him younger.
Oh yeah, because we haven't. Yeah, we have. We've seen him. We've seen Sakazuki. We've seen him like 100 chapters.
Yeah, we've seen him
793.
Yeah, when he was arguing with the
Gorosei.
Some people say she may have made him younger.
I don't believe that.
I mean, why else would he let her go?
I don't think he let her go. I don't think he even went there. He went there in hopes of capturing her. I think she's important to somebody big in the new world.
No, but
So
didn't he approach her?
what do you mean? Yeah, because when Blackbeard went to bargain with the Navy or whatever, and they showed up and Akainu showed up, he like stretched his hand. Well, he didn't stretch his hand, but he didn't come at her like he was trying to arrest her. Like he came at her like I'm welcoming you into the fold or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't on some hostile shit. So I don't know, man. He, to me, that's how it is. So she's somebody important to the overall story. I just don't know to who or why, but it's gonna come up.
Because he says, "When I heard that you fled the government, a chill went down my spine. But that is all over now."
Yeah, yeah, exactly when he said it. That's not hostile. That's like you know what I'm saying. Like it's like I know you in some way, and you're important in some way. So it's
And she says,
like
"You people, I'll never forgive you, never." Uh,
yeah,
so a lot of people think she's connected to Big Mom, so maybe that was how she got away. Um, maybe she's a celestial dragon. Never know.
That's possible.
that's very possible.
Mm.
I mean, we had Doflamingo. I mean, we thought Sanji was, so it might be her who's the real. But she doesn't have the celestial dragons for the most part have certain looks to their hair. Like you realize most of them are blonde haired,
Yeah.
or they have brunette hair. So I don't know, but she's somebody important. I don't know who the fuck she is. We still got to see Cypher Pole Zero in action. Rob Lucci and them niggas. I mean, it's a lot of things that can go down, man. A lot of things can go down. I'm just prepped for it, man.
Or she could be in some type of connection to Akainu himself.
Yeah, people are saying that might be the daughter, but yeah, I can see that. I mean, I don't know, man.
It's like Garth. It's like a Garth and Luffy situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Akainu's 55, man. He can have her. He's not.
Right. Well. MVP for me was probably the Vinsmokes. I had to pick one, either Nichiji or Reiju, I guess.
Yeah, Rachel was
Yeah,
lit.
they seem the most interesting.
Nichiji hates for Sanji. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
And he's the other middle brother, I think.
I think he hates Sanji because he thinks it's Sanji's fault that his mother. Oh, no, why was I gonna say that?
Yeah. But
No.
what I want to see from Wano is I want to see Zoro go all out in the fight against someone. I want to see Momonosuke's parent, like who it is, who the important person is that he's related to. And
No, his parents are dead.
are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the nephew or something like that. Like he's like the Shogun, or whatever. Like he's from a
No, he's the
the
nephew of the
daimyo
Shogun.
or something. Yeah, they're like the
His
daimyo.
dad. No, but his dad is the ruler of all Wano, if I remember correctly.
His dad.
Yeah, his dad was a daimyo, and then the Shogun,
The Shogun's
who
the
is
ruler though. So
the Shogun's the ruler.
yeah, I think.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Shogun is the guy who's under the daimyo.
So the
Yeah,
Shogun.
you're right.
Dad
Yeah,
is-
you're right. You're right.
Isn't the
Yeah, the
Shogun over
Shogun-
the daimyo?
No. The daimyo. Remember the daimyo. The daimyo are the people who work in the political part, and the Shogun are the people
He's
who
like the
work.
warlord. It's like a general.
Yeah.
It's like this is between like the president and the general.
Yeah.
But other than that, I want to see those things. I want to see either Zoro's master or Tashigi there too involved.
Or Kuina information. People been saying that.
Yeah, that would be really good. I just feel like we're
Hold
not
on.
seeing anything in this series.
I don't think
I want to
Tashigi.
see Tashigi there.
The last place we saw Tashigi was in
Punk Hazard.
Punk Hazard. I want to go back and reread Punk Hazard because they said they said they were going somewhere. Didn't they say they were going to Wano?
Yeah, they had to drop off. I think they were, but they had to drop off the kid first.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm pretty sure the Shogun's over the daimyo.
All right, well, then
Well, whatever. All I know is Mononosuke's dad is the ruler. Just know that.
okay.
Whatever it is, his dad is the ruler. Just know that.
No, his dad was like a daimyo is like a feudal lord of.
No. But I'm saying whether his
They're
dad
like
is
vast-
a daimyo or
Oh
Let
yeah.
me, They're like bastards
It's
to the
like
Shogun. That's what I'm saying.
it's like Hokage. It's in
Yeah.
layers. So it's like,
Yeah, but no, but his dad was very important. Like he was the head from what I read in Zoe, and what I remember. I'd have to go reread again, but what I can tell, his dad was the ruler of Wano, and that's why he's so important. He's not just like one of the lower lords. He is the Lord Lord.
do you think they're gonna
He's
be?
like
Do you
he's
think they're
the
gonna be
heir.
cool ninjas in Wano? Or they're all gonna be like that one
I think
lame
I think
ninja.
no, because no, it's not gonna be just right though. Because remember, wherever samurais exist, just always say also exist.
Eh.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna be some cool ones though, or you think they're all gonna be like?
Absolutely not.
It's all gonna be a stupid like joking.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a joke how uncool the ninjas are.
No, 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 no. Even
I can see that.
as weird as Kinemon is, the way that nigga be slinging that sword fire, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Kinemon,
Kinemon's
he's
kind of
lit.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I think
other
I think
two, on the other hand,
yeah, they're different. But I'm saying like, don't don't assume that everyone's gonna be like Kanjuro and
I
Raizo.
wonder how he's gonna make this like interesting because like it seems like to like people that aren't Japanese, like the ninja stuff and the samurai stuff is like really interesting. But to like
Yeah, because it's
Japanese,
cool.
yeah, to Japanese people, it just seems like Kinemon and like Momonosuke and like all those characters are like really unpopular. Like when they do character pose and stuff, like nobody cares about their characters.
Well,
And
you
like,
also got to remember that Mononosuke's a pervert. And
so
yeah,
is
remember that.
Sanji. He's in top tier, man.
Yeah, but he's a chivalrous pervert.
I don't know.
Okay.
But like, yeah,
and also and also
all the Wano characters so far have not been that popular in character
yeah, because
pose.
people are used to them. It's like, oh, swordsmanship, shogun.
Yeah.
This is not the
Yeah,
not.
I just think traditional like Japanese stuff
I
is
think
not that interesting to Japanese people who are so used to it. So he has to
Yeah, but
present it. He has to present it in like a really interesting way.
I'm telling you this right now. Wano, even though it's gonna be predominantly ruled by like samurai, there's gonna be like a bunch of different kinds of people there. Cause you gotta remember the Kaido's niggas is over there too.
Yeah.
And and this is also One Piece. The Oda's not gonna do something that you're gonna fully like when it comes to the world building. You can always expect there to be some wacky, abnormal, or interesting things. So I'm not even worried about that. That I'm not worried
Okay.
about.
I think that's
Even if you don't like the content and the arc, I can guarantee you that the world is gonna be somewhat different than anything you ever seen.
all right.
So
Well, I'm gonna end it here. Mikey.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, yeah. I
Was
think
that?
that. Would you say that it was kind of resonant to like Star Wars Clone Wars with all Sanji's cloning stuff?
It might have been. It might have been.
what?
Star Wars is the oldest favorite movie.
No, this is clearly a Disney tribute.
You
If
think so?
anything,
So what?
So what?
the Beauty and the Beast. You want me to name everything? Beauty
they
and the
got
Beast.
Alice in the Wonderland, Beauty and the
Yeah.
Beast.
No, he said the clones. He said the Vince Vaughn clones. Is that
Yeah.
Well,
like based on the
part
Clone
of
Wars?
that can be a part of Star
They're not
Wars.
as. Oh,
Isn't
he's
Star
talking
Wars
about the
Yeah, they got
Disney
clone.
now?
yeah the
Yeah,
Yeah,
they.
that's
clones.
true. That's true. Alright,
Yeah,
let me broadcast.
but Star Wars is not the only thing with clones in it. They can calm down.